We've even got some standing water underneath this wiring harness. Good morning, everybody. We are on our way over to the neighbor's house. It's about 7 a.m. and we are going to be doing some ag repair and some small engine work for this customer. He brings me quite a bit of work. We've done some work on his black Chevy diesel pickup and the little Chevy 1500 Silverado that was in there. And today we're going to be doing some smaller engine work for him, helping him out on a few vehicles around at his place. So let's get started. Alright, so in the last video you saw me working on this black Chevy. So we're over here at his house. We just did an oil change on it. That was something we weren't able to do while it was in my shop. So we got that oil change knocked out. We're also getting some U-joints replaced on this blade. So we'll have to get those set back in place. We're almost there. And we also worked on that mower that he's out there mowing the lawn with. So that's how the morning's getting started. After this, we're headed back over to my shop. We're gonna be doing a little bit of work on that Chevy Uplander you saw in a previous video. We've got some water ingress and we'll go from there. Well, you sure gotta love these dirt roads, cause that's definitely new. And the rock that hit it is even sitting right here on the inside of my dash. So that didn't come from the outside. That came up through my driver's side window and cracked it. Man. Well, guess I'm getting a new windshield. All right, so you may remember the Chevy Uplander from a previous video. This time it's in, and you can see we've even got some standing water underneath this wiring harness. So I've got to check my door seals. You can see this one isn't in great condition, so this is probably letting some of the water in. The other thing that I'm doing is you can see there's quite a bit of rust built up around this center console. So I'm going to be going through and checking the AC drain, making sure that's not plugged, causing any extra problems. And then I've got to get all this dried out. Coming over here to the passenger side, you can even see the water dripping off of the carpet here. So it's happening on both sides. Again, these door seals definitely could use and stand to be replaced. So we'll get those estimated. So there's a little black nipple right over here. And that's your condensation drain. One of the problems that these vehicles have is that they aren't long enough, and it allows all of the condensation to drain back into the vehicle. So I'm going to put a hose with the hose clamp on the end of that to help prevent it from entering the vehicle. I'm going to adjust that seal a little bit, put a little bit of silicone around it to prevent some water intrusion, and hopefully that prevents this condensation from building up inside the cabin. But we'll blow it out with a little bit of compressed air and move on from there. I'm going to show this outside the car before I go ahead and install it. This is a PCV elbow, just a generic piece that you can get from any auto parts store. So I'm going to go ahead, I've got a hose clamp that I'm going to put on here. I'm also going to do a little bit of RTV silicone around the inside here, and I'll get that installed onto the AC drain and hopefully keep that from draining back into the vehicle. All right, so you can see I've got my new PCV elbow or drain hose elbow installed now. So that should take care of it. I've got my hose clamp nice and tight. So I'm gonna run the AC, make sure that it is draining out of that tube. All right, so we've got our interior reassembled. We've got our drain tube modified so that way it drains out of the vehicle instead of back into the vehicle. So that takes care of this Uplander. We got the oil change done on the Duramax earlier. We got that U-joint onto the mower. So next I've got to go in, I've got some more work to do on this DeLorean, but I'll wait to show you an update on that until the next video. So I wanna say thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.